Question: who enjoys repurposing? Back in a few. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How you doing this evening? Thank you so much for coming to my premiere. If you're here live with me, chatting with me, thank you so much. I can't get to shake your hand, but take this as an invisible handshake. There you go. And for anyone else viewing, thank you so much. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran viewer or subscriber here, and sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by for a minute, thank you for that minute. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you. You know, we're going to talk about, going to get right into it. There are so many things that we have already paid for, that we are either underutilizing or just simply forgot about, or just didn't realize that we can do other things with. Excuse me, I need my trusty coffee. You know, so good. This is why it's so important whenever you're recording a broadcast or going live, especially when you're going live, keep a cup of something handy. You never know when a cough strikes. Okay. But anyway, don't you love the idea of getting the maximum value of stuff that you paid for already with your hard-earned money? So let's get right to it without further ado. Going to put on my trusty glasses. Okay. Here's an object of which many of us are going to be purchasing soon. Day planner. Okay, this is my day planner. This is where I book my shows when I have guests coming on. For example, I put down, certain ideas, show ideas. Let's just say a whole bunch of things related to my YouTube channel, and even things that aren't related to my YouTube channel. However, why am I showing you the day planner? Like I said, this is the time of the year that we're starting to run down now on it. I'm going to need a new one very shortly in the beginning of January of 2022. However, for all those pages that for whatever the reason you thought you'd be needing every single day used up, and you look through your book and you find yourself with a blank page like this, for me to just toss that away isn't fair. I'm not going to do that. So if you have a day planner that on those blank days that you didn't use, you could either do one of two things. You could keep the piece of paper in your book. Just keep it there, okay? And whenever you need blankness, you just go in there and do your scribbling. Or you could tear them out. That's why I like the tear out versions of things, because you can tear them out. So tear them out and just keep scratch paper around. You never know if somebody's going to show up. Like, let's say, a visiting child, you have no toy or anything, but you could always give them something with a pen or a pencil to scribble on and keep them entertained if you'd like to do that. Just saying. So there are a number of reasons why. Don't waste that paper. That would be sad. So you may find more sheets in there than you realize. Just saying. Okay. So make the most of your leftover day planner not used. Next. Leftover construction paper. Okay. All right. I have some construction paper. I misplaced the construction paper. I have an idea where it is, but I could tell you a couple of ideas what I do. Okay. Especially when I was teaching art, the kids loved it. I'm not an artist in any way, shape, manner, or form other than being a video content creator, but meaning like crafty person type artist. Okay. However, give young children 5 years and below, those little, children's scissors, the safety scissors, give them a piece of construction paper, have them cut out a continuous spiral and go along. Spiral, 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 all the way to the end. You show them by example first. And when you reach the center of the page, what you can do is create what looks like almost like a little bit of a head, like the size of a grape or something like that. And what it does, you're making them a paper snake, and they get a kick out of it that they could create their own paper snake. The funny part is you could either use it as continuously as a paper snake, or make a bunch of them with different colors and use them as streamers to make like an instant party for the kids. Put down some pretzels or something, and by the same token, and I've done this already, you could get different various colors of construction paper and cut out paper images of balloons and attach it to those streamers that you made by just going around and around and around and around and around, and then to the center. Then you pull it up. Oh, it's just so cute. You could do a lot of things with that. Cost of that, leftover paper. It could be construction paper. It could be a magazine. You could do the same thing. Something with color in it. A lot of colors. Okay. Speaking of those colorful fake balloons, you could have them cut out circles or, balloon shapes or whatever, and attach them to a wall. They could stick a picture on it. They could write their name on it. Children love having their names recognized. Even big kids like us. Just saying. Okay, mirrors, leftover mirrors. All right, now, I have seen this in other people's homes. It's kind of like a really neat idea. If you go to, like, let's say a dollar store or something, it doesn't have to be like the most expensive mirror or anything. You could get mirrors that are literally the size of picture frames that have frames on them, for example. Like you get the circles, the round ones, the square ones, the rectangular ones, and just group them. Put that in front of an occasional table and put a lamp in front of that and turn on a light next to it, turn the lamp on with those mirrors behind it. That is a very quick and inexpensive little decoration that you could do. You may have a bunch of these various size little wall mirrors. You don't have to spend a fortune and, do the whole wall up. You could just get a group with different sizes and put like a lit up lamp next to it. It looks so pretty. So in case you have that, you could just simply do that. So easy, so easy. Next, sock snowmen. Did you ever see a sock snowman? I have had some friends and relatives of which I've made sock. I'd like to talk. Okay, Janet. Sock. S-O-C-K. Sock snowmen. Hello. I'm going to hook up the video below of which I learned how to do them. This is a good time to learn how to do it. Highly inexpensive. You get to use socks that are very inexpensive, or if you have socks that you never really use, they're just unused. Those like white, they're like sports socks, the tube socks, that type. They're great. I'm telling you, those sock snowmen come out so cute. They really, really do. Next. Okay, this is unrelated to sock snowmen. Pour a capful of Hygiene peroxide on your toothbrush before and after you are done brushing your teeth. You may say, why, Janet, why? Well, that's to keep your toothbrush pretty much more sterile. So you're cleaning the bristles on the brush, and because, germs accumulate overnight. Then the next day, even no matter how many times you rinse it. So pour a capful, pour carefully into the capful from the bottle of Hygiene peroxide. Pour a capful amount over your toothbrush. Let it sit there about 20 seconds to 30 seconds is what I do. And then rinse it again, and then proceed to brush your teeth. And then when you are done, guess what? You get to do it all over again. This is just very helpful. You may say that sounds like extra work. It's worth the effort because sometimes people have colds and they're almost over their cold and they reinfect themselves with a dirty toothbrush, unbeknownst to them, and it comes back. That has been proven. That can happen. So toothbrush cleanliness is very important. All right, next, store an empty food container in your refrigerator at all times. Why? Because let's pretend I like to start my organization week on a Sunday because typically, well, Sunday's the first day of the week. So it's a great day to organize some of your stuff. So, in my opinion, this works. Get your clean food storage saver. Every night after dinner, you have leftover broccoli. Don't toss it. Put it in there and refrigerate it. The end of the week comes, you have Friday night's dinner set. Or within the week, if you've been accumulating it, you could toss, for example, I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. You could toss leftover veggies all week long to be added to omelets, yum, or pasta, yum, or casseroles, yum, or soups and stews, yum. So why not? Again, you paid for this. Waste not. I am a huge proponent. I do not like being wasteful. Some people think that's being stingy. No, it is not. It is intelligent. Being wasteful. If you paid for that item already, why not maximize your value? Tell me, why not? Why not? Just saying. Broken or leftover cookies. Aha! This is something people overlook a lot. Suppose for whatever the reason you have leftover or broken cookies. Okay, why waste them? No. Get your little food processor and grind them up. Put them in a baggie. Put them away for future use whenever you want to make your own homemade cookie pie crust. All you need to do is melt down a little margarine or a little bit of butter, and maybe, I believe it's like a teaspoon or tablespoon of sugar. So pat it down, toss it in your oven, couple minutes, voila, done. Sometimes I don't even throw it in the oven and it still works out. Or you can use that as a topping on top of ice cream or, a pie, creamy pie. Why not? Why waste those cookies just because they're broken? That's just silliness. Silliness. I need another sip. Oh, Lord. Now, okay, have you ever done this when you run out of soap bubbles to make a bubble bath? Take a pinch, not a lot. This I forewarn you. Take a pinch of like a mild type of dish liquid. Not the strongest one, mild. Probably like those very cheap ones that you get at the dollar store. And just put a little bit in the bathtub, and it makes kids happy with all those bubbles. They like to see the bubbles. And maybe even for yourself. This is for in between when you run out of bubble bath stuff. Just saying. Broken but vintage clocks. Well, what can you do with that? You can do a lot with that. Well, put it this way. If you have a number of those types of things like memorabilia, you don't even know you have it, and it's memorabilia by now. Suppose you put away some really cute stuff in your attic or in your garage or in your basement. You completely forgot about it. And 20 years went by because you forgot about it. That's why it's important to be a scavenger in your own home. Check out your own stuff. Okay. What you need to do or consider needing to do or looking at, you could create a shelf, a corner, a curio corner, anything, whatever you want, however way you want to display it of just pure nostalgia. It doesn't matter if the clock is broken. It doesn't matter if that old-timey radio from the 1960s doesn't work. I wouldn't recommend turning it on either, but just like put it there. It'll make a curiosity, a discussion thing, a focal point, something interesting. Cost of that, $0. Why? Because it's yours and you have it and you can use it. Recycle, gift wrap, bows, ribbons for any future projects. I'm mentioning this now, especially right now. Why? Because we're in the throes of the holiday season, okay? Very soon you will be purchasing wrapping paper if you didn't have it already, or people will be gifting you. Carefully unwrap a gift because sometimes the paper is just so pretty. You just would hate for it to be a one-time use thing. Well, that's the way I look at it anyway. Put it, either you're going to reuse it for someone else's gift, or those gift bags are just so good, or you just have it, just keep it on hand. For example, a red bow. A red bow looks great at Christmas, right? But guess what? Another like month and a half after Christmas, literally, I have seen 2 or 3 weeks after Christmas, I have seen displays for Valentine's Day stuff. So if you gift someone on Valentine's Day, what's wrong with using a red ribbon that you had left over, or a red bow just from a previous few weeks back? Save all the bows. Save those things. People have birthdays. People have anniversaries. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed these little tips and tricks for repurposing, and I appreciate you every single day. Don't forget to come back Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Time for my regular, I need to learn how to talk tonight, for my regular uploads. Hope to see everybody again when? Real soon. Take good care, everyone. Have a great remainder of the weekend. Bye-bye for now. I'm going to try to close out the show. Take good care now. Bye-bye.